Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Uncle BJ coming at you today with another custom Star Wars Black Series scale figure. Today we're going to look at General Pong Krell from the Clone Wars, from the Umbara arc. And this was a custom figure done by Syndicate Customs. You can find them on Instagram. They are out of Australia, and they do fantastic work. But let's take a look. Before I start, I've already opened the box, by the way, but before I start showing you stuff, you'll remember the video I did for the Shredder clone dude from, probably a couple months back at this point. And now you will see why I bought this figure. For future use. So let's get into what's in the box. And what is in the box? But a lot of pieces, to be honest. This wasn't a whole figure. This was just pieces, so that I could add them to my Shredder figure to make a Pong Krell. Now, before I get too deep into this, this is a custom figure, which most of you know what those are. If you don't, this isn't made by Hasbro. This is made by mom and pop, just Joe Blow, dude with a 3D printer and a sculpting paintbrush or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how they make these, to be honest. But they do great work. And they're parts made to go with other stuff. As you can see, there's no figure in here. It's just pieces of him. So, if you do buy something, or make sure you know what you're buying, okay? Because I knew this. That's why I went and bought this figure. Else I'd be really confused and disappointed. But let's take a look. I first just want to look at some of the pieces. We don't have to look at every single piece. But look at this head sculpt. Huh? Look at it. Look at this guy. He's freaking beautiful. Amazing detail. Now, it took me a long time to get this from Syndicate Customs because I requested that they paint it because I don't have time nor skill anymore to paint as good as this like I used to. And they do a great job. So, took them a little bit of time, which is fine. You wait for quality, right? If you want something 2 days from now, you're going to get, zero weathering, greeblies missing, all kinds of a mess. But, let's see. All right, let's see if I can put them together. What do you say? So I'm assuming this is going to be a very interesting. I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't just come right apart. But let's see. Maybe I can get his head off. Golly. This might be a whole nother video, just freaking doing the transformation from this guy into this guy. As you can see, he's got different feet. He's going to be a bit bigger. So, may have to cut these feet off, maybe? I'm not sure. Let's see. Looks like, maybe. Unfortunately, it's one of those things you kind of have to figure out. There's no instructions. But, I think I can figure it out. I know these hands come off pretty easily. So those arms. Which I don't need either of them, I don't think. Which is good, because they freaking come right off. Alright. So, I haven't dealt with this quality of a figure, per se, in a while, so I'm being very careful. And I think NECA made this shredder figure, so that tells you right there, you got to be careful. His head does not want to come off. I may have to just stop this and go do a little boil and pop and come back to it, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I may do that. But while we're here, let's take a look at what we got, because there's a bunch of stuff. All right, I showed you his tunic, which covers his torso, and that's going to be his torso. All right, nope, shredder hand. Pong Krell has he's got some big old mitts, so that's going to be something different. And he comes with a bunch of lightsabers that you can either put on his belt or he holds them in his hands. So, and you can't put them in his hands per se, it's sculpted in there, which is a good idea, really, because, you know, putting this in and out of a hand too much will probably break it, honestly, so that's a good idea. Here's one of the feet. Got some big old stompers. And let's see, here's a wrist. Which, cool, maybe I can put that on there. Let's see how that stacks up. What do you say? Yep, look at that. Goes right on there. Okay. So that's good. All right. Now I don't know if this is left arm, right arm, whatever. I guess I'll just end up putting it wherever it fits best. Let's see. Oh, hand goes right in there. Pretty nice. And you can put it on there like that. Pretty cool. And he also, I should have pulled up an image of what he looks like from the Clone Wars cartoon, because I can't remember. I know he's got two arms that are, you know, armored, because Jedi have to, in the Clone Wars have to wear armor, for crying out loud. And he has 4 arms, so he's got a lot of arms to deal with. All right, you see him at the casino. He will be the arms dealer. Now this is his lightsabers that hang off of his belt, which is cool. I wonder if I can. Yep, look at that, beautiful. Perfect. Love it. So, all right, I'll be utilizing that function. And what is this? Maybe this is his shoulder. Yeah, looks like maybe a thigh, maybe for his foot. It looks like, you know, it's got those clone grooves, you know, for like a knee joint, you know. Don't recall. I don't know. I'm gonna take this dude apart. There's another hand where he's doing the make you look. But, I don't know how well this is gonna show up on my phone, but man, the detail on this is just great. I love it. They did some great work. Can't recommend these dudes, or dude and dudette, enough. All right, kind of the same stuff. You get it. Some hands, some stuff. So, all right. Let me do a quick little bit of research, and I will be right back. Okay, so here's what he looks like now. So really what I had to do is cut the feet off. And I probably cut a little too much of this one off, but that's okay. I'm going to glue it on and kind of just whittle it down so it fits in these sockets. Not really sockets, they're just feet. They're just holes. As you can see, there's nothing in there. They just kind of I did a little better job with the left one than the right one, so I'll have to make sure I glue that in there real good. See, here's his little tootsies. I just cut them off with some Lexan scissors, and I also cut off his under skirt thing, the rubbery part. Probably didn't need to, but just wanted to give myself some more room in there. All right, so we'll be back again. Okay, so I am gonna paint the legs because they're supposed to be like this color brown, like his under tunic is. But before I do that, you have to be mindful that he has these little knee plates that I'm gonna glue on somewhere there, and he also has his little thigh armor that make sure you put that on before you glue the lower legs on him. So, and remember, this is the front and this is the back. And I may just leave them on there like this, or I may glue them on. I'm not sure yet. It appears I have to glue his knee plates right up against his knees. So I'm gonna kind of rough that up a little bit with some sandpaper so it will take to it. Okay, so I put the thigh armor on, glued the knees on, painted the legs brown, and I got to paint his toenails still, and I haven't quite glued these together yet, but this is where we are for now. Okay, we've almost got him put together now. As you can see, he's gonna be a big boy. There's a Black Series Rex and a 3 3/4 inch clone Captain Fordo. And I've got his parts ready to go. I got his knees, thighs on there pretty good. Had to do a little whittling to get his legs in there. It was a little tricky, but yeah, not too big of a deal. And I've painted the arms, and I think I'm going to paint a little clear coat over that just so it doesn't chip as badly if I decide to move him around. And let's see if I can get this other stuff put on. Should be fairly easy. Alright, bear with me a little bit. Okay. So this torso piece is just like a 3D printed covering, which is fairly sturdy, but yeah, not gonna take any chances. That still feels like that could easily break if you're not careful with it. So we're gonna slip this carefully over the top. Alright, hopefully that fits okay. Around his thighs. Alright. And there's a little gap there, but it's not terrible. Yeah. A lot of figures are like that anyway, so it's okay with me. And now his head is, you'll see there's a ball joint. That's not going to really fit into there exactly. There's just a little bit of like tack putty in there to just kind of stick his head on, and that's fine. So, you know, that way I can move his head around. Again, you know, it's a custom. And let's see, I think I paint matched his arms pretty good. He's got like a little green detail that goes down his arm, I think. I'm gonna add that later. Sorry, he's a big guy. I'm trying to keep him in frame. And let's see, his arms go on him like so. And I don't know if I'm going to glue down these wrists or not yet. I haven't decided. But the only thing I'll be needing to move or, you know, change at this point is the fists. And there he is. So from here on, I could give him a hand holding a lightsaber or his open hand. And he does come with his lightsabers. You know, he's got the double lightsabers that kind of fold up like Evil Ray in one of the new movies. And they just kind of slip into his belt, which is a very cool detail. I don't know that I would have thought of doing that, but there he is. General Krell, looking fantastic. I'm very happy with this. I think he looks awesome. And all right, let's bring the boys out. And there he is with the rest of the 501st from the Battle of Umbara. These are most of these guys, except for Fives and Rex, were customs from Vale's Toys. I did a video on them a while back. You can check that out. But yeah, gang's all here. I feel like I've finally completed the gang. It's nothing like bringing a crew together, such as they were. But very happy with the way this turned out. I think it's very cool. Again, this guy's parts was from Syndicate Customs Creations, I want to say. I'll put the link in there to their site. Again, they're out of Australia, and they're a very talented group of folks, and did a great job. So, yeah, very cool, very pleased with this end result. Again, I think I'm gonna add a little more painted detail on him. I was glad I was able to match the colors pretty good. And you know, if you want to go back and watch my video about the forearm shredder clone guy, you'll see where I got the base for him from. So. And I think the only thing I got left is to maybe try to put a lightsaber blade in his lightsabers. Not sure how I'll do that, but I'll try to figure that out. But thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you found it entertaining and or useful or somewhat interesting. We do appreciate you checking out our humble little channel. On behalf of me and my nephew Brad, if you would give us a like and subscribe, it does mean a lot to us. We appreciate it greatly. But we're gonna go ahead and throw one back, and until next time, we'll see ya.